What's up, YouTube? Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is actually the first day I'm actually going to get to work on this RS1 that I literally broke in half. Just kind of show you where I'm at right now. I've decided I'm going to try to actually get the frame back together and just probably put like 2 inches of weld on it, because I got to get up under it and unhook the drive line and all that. And that frame literally drags the ground until I hook my winch to it and pulled it up from the rear bumper, and then got my floor jack up under it. But yeah, the plan is to get it up. I'll probably have to take the shocks off to which they gotta come off anyway, but to get that tubing up. And same for over here. Have to remove the shock. I may have to actually notch that tube. Somehow that tube went through this and down. It cut my shock hose, as you see. But yeah, step one, get the frame back up, just get enough weld on it to hold it, and then step two will be getting the cage off, and then from there we'll just start disassembling everything. But guys, we'll get back with you. What's up, guys? This frame being broke the way it's broke, it's causing a lot of problems. But I had ended up putting this Harbor Freight engine lift on my cage because nothing is actually supporting the cage. So to get the shock off, I had to use, like I said, this engine lift to hold the cage, and then my winch is against the cage, still holding the bumper. Then I got a floor jack up under the frame, but I've actually got the shock loose now. So we'll remove the shock, get it out of the way. What's up, guys? Right here's what we got. I got this tube right here lined back up. What time I got it lined up, I'm gonna go ahead and weld it. Then I'll probably step over here, get this one lined up correctly, and then weld it. I figured it'd be easier just go ahead and get the frame somewhat back the way it was, because everything was just loose and moving, and it's not really going to take long to get this thing, you know, welded back together somewhat. I'm just probably going to weld about half of it. Then after I get those two, I'll weld down there, then go over to the other side and weld that one. Then it'll be back intact, good enough just to work on it. But you guys stay tuned. I had my welder set a little bit too hot. Where I don't have a sleeve in that, man, that 065, it's a little aggravating weld. But you can see there, it'll be good for just what I'm trying to do. But I call that at work, we call that a surface weld. It just ain't gonna be very strong. That's why you put your tube on the inside of it, but that'll be later on. All right, guys, we'll line the next one up. Done a little sloppier, but I mean, it'll hold. I two-passed it because where it wasn't lined up exactly, but again, I'm just tacking this back together just so I can work on it. Alright, now the next move would be, I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm gonna try to do something with that one right there. because really that's the one holding up the whole show. But, all right, we'll get back with it. All right, guys, instead of jumping down here at the bottom, it's broke there too. I'm gonna address this first, and then just kind of work my way down. On the other side, it did not break here. Actually, it broke, man. We broke in 2 spots there, but I believe that part will be all right. Where we got this gusset, I might put a little weld on that, but mainly just gonna weld right there. Just work our way down. Once I get the bottom pieces above that sway bar mount. Once I get it kind of welded back together, the frame will be back intact. You know, not strong and not to ever use, just to work on. Alright, guys. I gotta fit it back up decent. Again, I had to use 2 straps. This one to kind of pull it up and back, and that one to just line it up perfect. Alright, I'm gonna weld her up. Again, don't judge these welds, it's sloppy. Just try and get it back together. Alright, now we got, probably already showed you, but now we're gonna try to line that one up. Get a little weld on it. Alright, we got that one welded. Again, some of this will be pretty sloppy. Just to hold it to work on it. Got that welded, put a little weld on that welded. Only thing we like now is this side above the sway bar mount. I got to take some plastic off, but yeah, man, as soon as I get the frame stabled, we'll get it up on jack stands, then we'll take the cage off. All right, guys, got that welded up just to hold. Now the frame is back intact. Definitely gonna be adding a gusset here. I'll probably do like a tube in here. But yeah, we're gonna fix that up, make that quite a bit stronger. And then there's a little plate back here. We might be able to do something. Definitely gonna strengthen that. But that's for later on. All right, now what I'm gonna do is get the cage off. As you can see, I've got a very small work area, so what we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna hang the cage from the roof. That way I don't have to put it on the floor and have it my way, but yeah, man, see what happens. What's up, YouTube? Guys, you gotta remember, I'm in a little 12 by 24 building. The room I have to use it wisely. So instead of taking the cage off and putting it somewhere in here, I'm just gonna leave it hanging. Now I'm gonna move the machine back about a foot, just so I have plenty of room to get to all this. Have to clear all that out, put it in another building just to keep it, you know, keep things cleared out. But yeah, moving along nicely, I guess. I'm gonna get it backed up and then start just taking everything apart. What's up, guys? All right, here's where we're at. Got the cage hung. I backed it up out of the way from the cage. That way I could get this little Harbor Freight cherry picker, engine hoist, whatever you want to call it, have plenty of room. But other than that, man, I guess I'm gonna start taking the tires, wheels, the exhaust, trolling arms, all that crap. I'm getting ready to take it off. I've never took the radiator or transmission, engine, all that out before, so it's gonna be a learning experience, I guess. But I don't believe it'll be too bad. Hopefully not. But yeah, man. I also noticed, I guess during all the carnage, you took freaking flag there. That means I broke my sway bar too. I may have showed you guys that before, but it's part of it, I guess. But alright, get back to work. What's up, guys? I'm ready to start taking the wheel off stuff, but before I did that, I was going to show you guys something I made. It ain't nothing special. Anything you see from me, it'll never be special, but I made this little attachment for a Harbor Freight 4-ton bottle jack. See, like where I got the shock off, this tire would be on the ground. You'd have to take it off and lift all that. Well, just put that on there and that'll raise it up with you, or for you. And yeah, it makes it a lot easier than, you know, dragging a jack around all the time. But I just figured I'd show that to you guys. That is 1¼ tubing. It's got like a little plate welded on the inside of it here, so that catches it, or whatever goes inside of that, and then you just shove it up. But I figured I'd share that with you. Anybody can make one. Alright guys, this will probably be the last video for today. I pulled out the radius rod, trailing arm, hub, and all that crap. I'm going to leave it in here, put it over there. I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I'm going to call it a day. Pretty good first day, I guess. I probably spent more time than I should have welding this frame back together, but again, I do think it's going to make it easier once I start here, because all that would have been floating around, you know, where it's broke here and broke there. But now it's just kind of like taking it out of a new car, I guess you could say. But all right guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know, it's a big job to do by yourself, and working by yourself is different than having help. That's the reason, you know, I'm leaving the cage hanging, and you know, just little stuff that I do. It's like I said, it's different, you know, when you're by yourself. But hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm no expert by no means, still learning. And as always, God bless everybody.